Hello everyone, Rambles here, and welcome back to World of Warcraft Midnight. Today we are going to follow up with Eretor. I want to go into the Void Storm today, and I want to save the rest of the Herondar side quest for maybe after we unlock the prey system.
We're going to save the Sunwell. More importantly, we're going to fix that broken young man.
And I did a little bit of research, and it turns out you unlock the prey system by completing the MSQ. So I'm not going to rush through the MSQ, but I do want to go into the Void Storm today, so that is what we are going to do. Thank you guys for joining me. Hope everybody is doing well. Meet at the Sunwell. I have been tasked with bolstering the vanguard of light that empowered the Sunwell. I need your help, though not just for that simple task. Our mutual friend Eretor is stuck in his grief and anger over that tragic conflict between him and his father. I'm just an old priest that's been raised from the dead, but I found that a quest is just the thing to set a young paladin back on the right path. Would you help?
Such a troubled boy. That'll happen when your father leaves a gaping wound in your chest. Not to worry. I have a plan.
Was it a gaping wound? They didn't really get into details. So, yeah, a while back, Tyrellion kind of went insane through, like, some kind of light blindness, and he lashed out, and he ended up not attacking Eretor, but Eretor kind of put himself in the way. And he couldn't stop himself, so he slashed at Eretor and apparently left a gaping wound in his chest.
We're done. Asking for me to inspire anyone? Fowl always was an original thinker.
Ah, good. You're both here. There is a crisis of faith that we need to fix. Are you a seeker of light or darker paths? The only thing under your control is how you feel.
We undead have a complex relationship with the light. I more than most. The light burns me. I have learned to endure its pain and still practice as a priest, but having been archbishop for years, the light resonates with me more than others. The Sunwell is no exception. Out here, it's a constant searing sensation, intense but manageable. If I were to go inside, though, I would be consumed by the light as surely as a flame consumes a moth. So why do Forsaken... Why are they able to be priests, then? Because I've heard this before, that using the light actually burns them, like hurts them in some way, and it just seems kind of counterintuitive. But Forsaken have always been able to be priests, so it's kind of confusing.
The past will haunt you.
The Vanguard of the Light are maintaining a difficult ritual at the Sunwell. It requires focus, discipline, and is quite exhausting. Take my staff. I've had it since I was Archbishop in Stormwind. It is meaningful to me and my faith. The light responds to meaning and intention. It should renew the Vanguard's spirits so they can maintain the ritual a while longer. I can't approach any closer to the Sunwell, so you will have to do this for me.
That's your solution? To zap them with your staff?
Those defenders have exhausted themselves, giving of their own faith and power. We bolster their reserves.
The Sunwell is a conduit for the light, made holy
Hey,
through
Valen's
the
here.
sacrifice of the Naru Muru.
Just giving us random lore tidbits.
Something is amiss
Right
in
on.
this world.
How can I help?
Talia's here. Talia was a good character, like maybe one of the few good characters in Shadowlands that they just kind of dropped. She had a part in the 9.2 patch, which was pretty good. And then they just seemingly forgot about her until now, but here she is. They pulled her out of a hat.
Stay on course.
I actually kind of forgot she was a paladin, but it makes sense, right? Valune, I don't know who you are.
I have found my purpose.
Maybe someone from Warlords of Draenor expansion.
I know you are tired. It is hard to continue, but we must.
Anduin, apparently Anduin can use the light again. I wasn't sure if that ever got resolved in the War Within, but I didn't play a lot of War Within. Faria, I don't know who you are.
Be on your guard. I'm worried that void
our
Elf might
token
sneak back
Tauren
in here
Pally.
and disrupt our efforts at the Sunwell. I have marshaled what priests were available to ward against the void. It won't repel the devouring host, but will prevent.
Oh yeah, I was like, can
contamination
trolls
from
be
any
paladins?
undesirable
Zandalari
mortals.
trolls can be paladins. And Faerun.
Should the Sunwell fall, we have no way to stop the devouring host.
May the light
The reckoning is at hand.
Are you ready? Let's go!
We have taken different paths to reach the light, but together we assemble for the same purpose, to protect Azeroth.
What if I promised that my task would take you far away from here? We will accomplish much together.
I had hoped that seeing the rest of the Vanguard focused on the Sunwell, it would give him a goal that was bigger than his pain and lead him away from his anger. Instead, he belittles my solution.
We can fix our mistakes.
Relics of Light's Hope. The holy power in my staff has been spent, 40 years of fervent prayers drained away in a few minutes. It was for a good cause and my staff will recover in time. There are other relics like my staff that were important to paladins and priests. Light's Hope Chapel has many such relics stored there. Erator trained there as well. Perhaps the solution to his pain could also be found within.
The past will haunt you.
Let's stay a while and listen.
You're creating a bigger cloud with your moping than Xalatath's void storm. Speak your mind. Let it out before these feelings create a well of poison in your gut.
I'm not just upset that my father cut me down.
It cut me down. That's what
I'm
you'd
upset
say when
that
someone's
when
dead,
he
bro.
did so, I saw the light shining brightly in his eyes. The same light that I am taught to revere. Under its guidance, he almost killed me.
So you blame the light, not your father.
We are trained to wield the light as a weapon. Is that all that I am as a paladin? You founded the Silver Hand. You trained my father. I suppose I blame you as well. You crafted this philosophy of war. I followed your teachings until I burned myself with my own wrath.
Well, I think you're absolutely right. I really did make a mess of it all, didn't I?
What?
I'm reminded of each and every one of my failings every day when the light burns me as I channel it.
What are you saying?
In many ways, this world is broken. You should feel angry about it. doesn't mean you can't try to change the world or yourself for the better. Come with me on my little quest. I can't promise we'll change anything but how you feel. But that's the only thing we can control. Are you a seeker of light or darker paths?
Is there anything else?
The light's help to gather relics and inspire the vanguard.
No better place to take my mind off the problems with Paladins.
Apparently we're gonna get there the long way? Which is to fly almost 10,000 yards. Alright, strap in. I don't know why I was thinking maybe they would portal us. Maybe there is a portal. Typically when there's a portal, they'll have like an optional part of the quest that will say like use the portal to get you here, etc, etc. Yeah. Alright.
Lord Tyrosus, I had no idea things were so desperate. What can we do to help?
At your service.
You weren't called to the Sunwell? I have faithfully served the light throughout my life, even lost an eye along the way. Some are stronger paladins than me, but not many. But outside of the few defenders and our squires, nearly everyone was taken to Silvermoon to stop the void. I can't help but wonder if I've failed the light in some way, yet I can't see how. Perhaps the light kept you here to protect this sacred place. That is a welcome possibility. It may be true, and it would be very comfortable to believe that. Yet I have no way to be certain, and without that certainty my course is clear, to continue to dedicate myself to stronger and more devoted pursuits of the light regardless. Maybe because you actually have like a strong will, self-identity, and you're not going to get taken over by it. Maybe it only wants people that it's going to be able to control.
We will prevail.
Welcome to Light's Hope. Most of the paladins that defended these grounds were called by the Light. I've had to reach out to the Ebon Blade for support, or the Scourge would have overrun this holy place.
May the light give
That's
you
interesting.
strength.
Normally, paladins from Light's Hope hold back the Scourge in the immediate area around the chapel, but they've all been called to fight the Void. As a result, Scourge forces have greatly increased their numbers around the chapel. We've managed to hold the line so far, but only with the help of Darien and the Ebon Blade. Give us some room to breathe. Defeat as many of them as you can. And then the game locks up. That's fun. I didn't click anything or do anything. I was just trying to read.
With so
There we
many
go.
defenders called away to the Sunwell, the Scourge almost broke through to the chapel. I've called for assistance from the Ebon Blade, but we could use your help pushing back this latest attack.
I fear if I were stationed here to fight the Scourge, I'd become just like my... I'd fall to rage and wrath. I shouldn't let my doubts get in the way of the defense of this place. But is this what it means to wield the light? An endless battle against evil?
I mean, yeah, basically. Welcome to the grind, bro. Welcome to the grind.
Light's hope is in danger. The world is in danger. I need to get my head in the battle.
Thank you. The Scourge has diminished. Take whatever relics you need to support the Sunwell.
Azeroth will not fall while we stand. Walk always in the light.
Alonsis tells me you're looking for relics of holy power to sustain those performing the ritual holding the void at bay. Now that you've beaten back the Scourge, you and Eretor are certainly welcome to enter the Sanctum of Light and use what we have for the cause.
For my first lesson, learn from the revered heroes of the past and what inspired their light.
That's what I've been trying to do since I joined the Silver Hand. I've known the stories of these paladins since I was a child. Each of them is a legend, immortalized in stone. Their great deeds set an example for all paladins. But no matter how hard I try, I fear that I'll never live up to them. Marad was known for his skill in combat, yet his relic is a meditation crystal. Crom defended the people of Lordaeron, but the relic is a smithing hammer, not a weapon. Mara's heroics inspired the creation of the Silver Hand. Her relic is a book of refugee prayers, though. Uther was the first and greatest of the Silver Hand Paladins. I'm surprised not to find his hammer, but a healing kit. I forgot that statue was here.
No artifact for Tyrion? Oh, that's so rude. Yeah, I don't like that. Tyrion is like one of the biggest names in like lore when it comes to paladins. Okay, that's fine.
Lena led an army against the Legion. Why would her relic be something like this?
No Tyrion lore. Okay, I'll try to forgive him, but I don't know.
I had expected these relics to be powerful weapons. Instead, they were mostly simple items, unconnected to war. The Silver Hand was founded to wield the light in battle. Is that not the measure of a paladin's accomplishments?
The most revered paladins didn't draw their faith in the light from warfare. They fought to preserve what they valued most.
At your service. Azeroth will not fall while we stand. Take care of yourself out there.
These artifacts will help sustain the vanguard, but they are not enough. I know of a place nearby that would have just what we need, but given Erator's state of mind, I'm hesitant to go there. No sense avoiding it. We must all face up to the fact that Scarlet Crusade calls upon the power of the light and has for decades. I think we need the Scarlet Crusade.
The Scarlet Crusade? You, of all people, want to spread their light?
They claimed many relics when they seized my church. Relics that would be better used to our purpose of holding back Xalatath.
Yeah.
You gotta stay a while and listen.
I can scarcely believe that the light answers their call. I was always taught that the light was good. The Crusade is unconscionable.
The light seeks a path. It does not dictate the way. Look at all the cultures across Azeroth that channel the light. From Elune to Graal to Anshe. Philosophically different from our Church of Holy Light, but with the same ability to channel the energy.
I have often wondered.
The light needs a lens to focus its power through the wielder. The light brings certainty, and it responds to one's conviction. But the light cannot distinguish between love and hatred.
So that is why the Scarlet Crusade claims it acts according to the light's will.
And why they were able to pervert my teachings of fellowship and protection into something you and I recognize so clearly as evil. The Scarlet Crusade was founded by a paladin I personally anointed. For a long time, I saw them as my own misjudgment made manifest. Perhaps I still do. However, the relics they possess will do for our purposes of bolstering the Sunwell defenders. It will be good to reclaim them.
Alright, looks like we are going off to the Scarlet Monastery. Obviously, I'm already much more interested in what's going on here, in the conversations we're having, and the lore we're learning about than the Harenir stuff. I think, like, honestly, the Harenir are so new. Having a whole zone, like, having a whole zone where they're in it before we really know much about them, I mean, that's how we learn about them, I guess. At the same time, it almost feels like they're like this bolt-on addition to the story that's happening. That's kind of what it felt like. It felt like, you know, here's the Harenir, and their MSQ was like really brief. A lot of it happened back in Eversong Woods, and the parts that didn't happen back in Eversong Woods felt strangely disconnected from anything going on. it felt like a big aside. It really felt like War Within content that had been repurposed for Midnight just to get it in there and get the Herondar like into the game. A really cool race. I'm looking forward to playing one. I'm gonna have to circle back to their zone later on. Okay, so where's the entrance to this place these days? Here we go.
Ah, you're here, champion. We should join Erator inside. My sermon to these fanatics is falling on deaf ears.
What do you want? Is there anything else?
Light bless you, friend.
This place has seen better days when it was truly in the service of the Church of the Holy Light. Originally, under Saldan and Alexandros, it did much good in Lordaeron, but the Crusade was misled over time into hatred of the other, which has guided their actions for decades.
We will accomplish much together.
The Scarlet Crusade has been wielding the light for its evil purposes for decades. I'm disappointed to see how many forces they still have here. Still, the light responds to them just as it does to us. We're here to get their relics to help the Sunwell, but while we're here, let's cleanse this place of their dark influence.
The only thing under your
And light
control is
repurposed.
how you
Leaders of the
feel.
Crusade have channeled the light through their weapons every day for years. While their goals and actions are reprehensible to us, their weapons are no less useful than my own staff, especially in such a time of need. As you go through the Scarlet Halls, whenever you find a leader, defeat them and bring back their weapon.
This place has all the trappings of the Church of Holy Light, but turned to an evil purpose.
That is my second lesson.
I'll show the initiates how one smites an unbeliever.
Glad that NPC dialogue just went right over Alonzis' dialogue. Very poorly managed. And it's because... Are we not in an instance? Are we just here with other players? Is that what's going on? Seems like it. Could have swore we went into an instance.
Who will teach them the light's dictates?
Will these initiates forever call forth the light through hatred?
So the time has come to die for the Crusade. Wait, I yield. I lost my faith in this order long ago.
You yield.
I won't give my life for them as
Well,
well.
that's smart.
Go! If you wish to surrender, give us your weapon. Leave this accursed place and never return.
Yeah, you should respec as a warrior or something. Go do something good with your
Blade was
life.
forged long before the Crusade's hatred. Perhaps it can be returned to a wielder who is truly righteous.
I'll use it.
Knights will choose a new leader for our crusade.
It never ends, does it? Another will just continue this doctrine of spite.
Eretor, the light may empower its followers, but the morals and ethics of this force come from within each of us.
Oh, we do get to pick one. Unfortunately, it's the same item level we've had for the past 5 to 10 levels. Let's see. We'll just take the sword.
We can fix our
Vendor
mistakes.
Is this the fate of all paladins? Die a legend, or live to be consumed by zealotry and wrath?
Yes.
No, Eretor.
There's retirement.
My hope is that you
can become a fisherman.
can find a different path to follow. Are you a seeker of light or darker paths?
You heathens dare disturb my communion.
I can't face those gathered at the Sunwell right now.
Light bless you, friend.
My staff bought us time in the effort to hold back the void, but these relics will be a more powerful aid. Let us hope it will be enough.
Eretor, I did not mean to add to your burdens. The trip to the cathedral was necessary to save the Sunwell. Champion, if you could deliver the relics, I need to have a word in private with Eretor.
Sure. Can we stay a while and listen? This constant sound effect they have going on here with the Sunwell is just really annoying when there's like conversations that have to happen for the story rate out here. I don't know what this noise is, but they really need to look at that. Possibly just remove it, if not tone it way down. It's just too much when you're trying to listen to the NPCs talk. Surprisingly, like, it gets quieter when you get inside than when you're outside, which makes no sense.
What's the situation? We can do this.
Come, stand with me.
Are we only giving items to some of them? Yes. Not everybody gets an item, guys, sorry.
Anaria Sholan.
Aladash Malanore.
Without faith.
Thank you, champion. We are resolute in our defense, but mortal in our constitutions. These relics will bolster us for a time.
Well, that's good to hear.
I appreciate your concerns, Garth. For my people, the light and the Sunwell are the same. They may complain, but they will accept the vanguard.
If you say so, Venel. It just seems we're ruffling too many griffin feathers.
With the relics delivered, the Sunwell is safe for now. We will accomplish much together.
I think I have failed Eretor in my attempt to steady him after the incident with his father. I may have shattered his faith with uncomfortable truths of the light. I would like to consult with the wisest person I know, Sunwalker Desco. I did not see him with the vanguard. Tyrosus told me he may be in Hammerfall providing aid to the displaced. Hammerfall.
I spoke to you of finding a different path, Eretor.
Can we get a portal? Thank you.
It's time we started on it.
Hammerfall? Is this about the Red Dawn?
Oh, don't worry. This one won't be imparted by me.
One moment. This post is being stubborn. Val, what brings you and your friends to Hammerfall? Please tell me the world isn't ending again.
Oh, well, the world is ending again. Sorry, buddy.
Help is always appreciated. Help however you can.
A humble servant. Residents of Hammerfall have been focused on daily life, defense, and survival over the past months. They have not had sufficient time or, frankly, numbers to address all the harms that were done. There is much we can do to help get them back on their feet. I know this is humble work, but it makes a very real difference to those orcs who live here.
Look for me among those in
And
need.
resupplying our suppliers. The people of Hammerfall were attacked not so long ago by saboteurs from a group called the Red Dawn. I am working to help them recover and rebuild from that attack with my fellow Sunwalkers, Malu and Nadura. One thing they have been doing is gathering supplies needed by Hammerfall's crafters from various sources. If you could deliver these supplies, it would be a great help.
Hunger and poverty are my friend. If you could help with the cleanup and deliveries, Arator can help me with some work that needs another pair of hands.
If you'll all excuse me, I must find Eitrig. There are some things I need to arrange.
Yes?
Peace, friend. Ancestors watch over you.
How may I aid you? Go in peace. Be careful.
Blood and thunder. Dabu.
Magraw. Go forth to victory.
What can I help you with?
For the Horde.
What are you looking for?
I understand, Fowl. I'll gather the others and wait for your arrival.
Strength and honor. For the Horde.
The light guides us. Help however you can.
Now that Hammerfall can expect peace with Stromgarde, there's a lot more use in being able to farm and craft than in fighting. So we've been gathering old weapons from the past scrimmages to make into tools for the people of Hammerfall. Would you and Arator be willing to give me a hand?
The discarded weapons of past wars litter the fields and complicate farming. If you would gather what you can, Arator and I will prepare the forge.
Sure, we have to stay a while and listen.
I'm grateful for your...
Is this what it means to be a Sunwalker?
For some. Others are content to smite the wicked with a giant hammer. But allowing the innocent to suffer, that is the worst evil.
This isn't the type of thing the Silver Hand gets involved in, is it?
Alonsis has told me how he always intended for the Silver Hand to focus on this kind of service. But war changed what his paladins were called to do. Alonsis tells me stories.
See, that's not true. Not canonically.
The legendary Uther was apparently quite the nurse.
Oh, they're retconning stuff.
I would have liked to meet the man during that time.
My father was one of those students. He's never mentioned any of this to me.
Because it didn't happen.
I don't know the High Exarch well. I do know he's been to other worlds, far from here, fighting for an unimaginable amount of time.
We're shaped by the events in our lives, but we can choose how we will.
So the Silver Hand was not formed to make a group of nurses or do-gooders.
What type of person?
It sounds good now.
I want to come back here and help you.
But that wasn't
once
it.
This war has ended. I think this is as much my calling as facing down the horrors of the void.
So the Silver Hand and the original Paladins were founded because they were bringing clerics and priests into battle. And you know, the priests were there to heal and whatnot, but more and more they started to get involved in the fighting. And so obviously they weren't very good at fighting because they were just priests. And so they thought, well, what if we figured out ways to use the holy light in battle so that we could fight and we could heal? And that was where the Silver Hand was created and where Paladins came to be. They weren't created by Alonzus to be a peacekeeping corps or a group of nurses. They were created to go into battle and fight with the holy light at the front so they could fight and they could heal their allies. That's the actual canonical lore that we get from places like Chronicle and from the game itself. So, you know, it feels like they're doing a little bit of retconning here, which it's okay. It's okay because the purpose of it is telling a good story. And if the story ends up being good and Erator's character arc seems like it's going in a good direction, then it's okay for them to change some things. But it's also good to be aware of, like, they are changing small parts of history.
The fields are cleared of scrap metal. We'll make something useful out of this refuse. The light guides us.
Wow. Erator's journey only has 2 segments to it? Huh. Okay.
Light bless you, friend.
It's funny, like the MSQ gets shorter and shorter as we progress. I think Eversong's MSQ was pretty lengthy, Zulamon's was pretty lengthy. Herendar's MSQ was like very short. This seems like it might be even shorter. I've asked the Sons of Lothar to meet us in the Burning Steppes near Blackrock Mountain. There's one more item we must recover there. I wonder if this is going to take us into the Voidstorm or if this is something different. Because I kind of thought we were going to go into Voidstorm, but I don't think so. I feel like his journey is just reusing places in Azeroth.
The past will haunt
which is
you.
fine.
I must now steal Erator and the champion away. Arrangements have been made to find one.
But it's not what I expected.
There you are! Foul! Why'd you bring us back to this desolate place?
Are you a seeker of light? We are on a hunt for artifacts to support the defenders at Silvermoon.
The only holy artifact here is...
Oh, you must be joking!
The Dark Horde will have taken the fragments, divided it up amongst themselves as a trophy.
Well, ain't that lovely? Come on, lads. Time for a difficult walk down memory lane.
Stromgarde will stand proud once more.
It seems we have more to do than just finding a relic. This area is overrun with a group that calls themselves the Dark Horde, and we are going to put a stop to their activities.
For the Alliance.
I once served under Black Hand long ago. His son Ren was a sniveling fool, a coward who bolstered himself in the Spire after Doomhammer was defeated. He made deals with dragons, called himself War Chief, and proclaimed his Dark Horde the True Horde. This Dark Horde embraces the ideals of a past long gone. Ren died years ago, but there are still orcs and ogres there who cling to the rotting husk that remains.
Champion?
None left standing. The one thing worse than seeing this Dark Horde here is their banners. It showcases their pride in this cursed mountain as a place of greatness, a place for their horde to rise. In reality, this banner is little more than a defiled perversion of the ancestral Blackrock sigil. Burn down everyone you find.
Blood and thunder. Strength,
and faithful
peace,
servant,
and
faithless cause. One of their lieutenants, Markog, appears to be the one barking orders. His father, High Overlord Omok, followed under Ren Blackhand's banner, cruel, vicious. No surprise that his son follows in his footsteps. Taking Markog down will spread chaos among the cowardly remnants of this Dark Horde and perhaps help them realize they are not as strong as they think. Fowl also has us here to look for relic fragments. If Markog has anything of note, bring it back.
Come, Kurdran. We should scout out the other Dark Horde encampments.
The Dark Horde! They're stuck trying to win the second war while we've made peace on the fourth! Get with the times!
Wow. Not wrong.
My father Turalian fought in this battle, though he has rarely talked to me about it.
I feel like he rarely talks about much of anything, buddy. It's okay, a lot of people had dads like that. Entire generations of dads who never talk to their kids about anything. You are not alone, buddy.
After Anduin Lothar fell in battle, my father rallied the Alliance to victory. The Dark Horde seem as traumatized by this battle. They remain here and fight a war long lost. This is one of the fragments that we're looking for. Might have been from a piece of armor or a shield.
The Horde left behind this dark past long ago. If only everyone here had come with us. Good to see you here, champion. Dabu, always welcome at my side. Until we meet again.
Still scouting. When the Alliance originally fought the Horde here, Kodran served as a scout. He's still an excellent one. He took his griffin to Blackrock Mountain to see what kind of forces we may be dealing with there. Meet up with him and see what kind of trouble you can cause.
Kodran flew to the entrance of Blackrock's spire, champion. He's tracked down the next fragment.
The Dark Horde displays them like trophies, but the only thing they mark is loss.
The Council of Three Hammers requires me presence, but I'd rather be riding me griffin.
Blackrock Mountain is where most of the Dark Horde is holed up. All their unit commanders adorn themselves with badges, strutting around like they won the Second War. Shameful, but it gives me an idea. Defeat them and take their badges.
Wee bit stuffy in here.
Nagash the Scarred. The Dark Horde may strut around inside the mountain, but an orc named Nagash is the one ruling this roost. He barks orders, then charges straight into a fight. Rockheads in command like that one are what gets everyone on all sides killed. I'd bet anything that Numbskull claimed Foul's shiny relic.
It'd take a hand's worth of these hill
And disarm the Dark Horde. The Dark Horde have no love for their equipment. Look at their weapons, cracked, rusted, blunt, and bent. The only way they function is by making more shoddy tools to constantly replace the ones they've broken.
The orcs in the mountain don't just have a fragment. They're also stockpiling weapons. Seems like a good chance to smash things up if you ask me. Let me know if you want me to join in the fun.
Why did Foul bring me here? There has to be something he hasn't told me about this relic. The Dark Horde is stuck reliving the Second War just like the Sons of Lothar. I've studied the Second War, but to everyone here, it's more than history. They lived through it.
Alright, here's the name guy we're looking for. Thought they were going to hide him off in the corridor somewhere, but apparently we were just waiting for a respawn.
looks like a piece of an old shield. Odd for him to be lugging that around. This whole expedition has something to do with my father, doesn't it?
Ah, a wee bit stuffy in here, isn't it? How I miss the open skies of the hinterlands. The Council of Three Hammers requires me present. But
Not just a troll's bane. As much as I'd love to keep harassing these Dark Horde grunts, we found the relic piece that Fowl wanted us to. We best get going. Danath went looking for the last piece of the relic. You go find him, and I'll tell the Mad Bishop that his plan is nearly complete.
This is Fowl's third lesson. What have you old meddlers got planned for me?
Lad, you don't seriously expect me to spoil his schemes? I'd never hear the end of it.
I found the leader of the Dark Horde. She has the final fragment.
We will fight for what is ours.
Despite our work in the area, the Dark Horde continues to battle. Their leader is here, in Blackrock's stronghold, likely bolstering their spirits. Take them out. Once we do, I suspect this Dark Horde will come to nothing, with much less bloodshed. And Fowl thinks there may be a fragment of the relic he's looking for in there. Recover that as well. And a true horde of Dark Horde. Okay. The remaining Dark Horde forces are gathered here. Many of them look to be untrained and new to the cause. Drive away the forces gathered here, and perhaps we can hope to see some peace in this region for the first time in decades.
The Dark Horde prepares to raid another border settlement. Get that last shield fragment and scatter their troops.
The Second War ended decades ago. I won't let them shatter the peace you bled for.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah.
Are we waiting on a respawn? Okay.
The final shield fragment. And I think I know whose it was.
I can see you've figured out why Fowl's brought you here.
Whatever comes, we will face it together. Azeroth calls, and we must answer.
With our leaders defeated and that third relic fragment found, we should regroup with the others back at Lothar's statue.
This is my father's shield, isn't it? How did it break?
I still have nightmares about that time. After all I've seen, I still dream about this place.
If the boy has all the fragments of the shield, we can begin.
We will accomplish much together. As you have guessed, that is your father's shield, broken into fragments and left on the field of battle.
It'd take a hand's worth of these hill dwarves.
The statue seems out of place here, nothing else like it, but this is where Anduin Lothar fell against Ogrim Doomhammer at the Battle of Blackrock Mountain. Many fought on this field, many didn't make it. Let me tell you what happened all those years ago. Oh, we saw the Warcraft movie, we know.
The Council of
All right,
Three
let's do
Hammers
it.
requires me presence, but I'd
It was nearly 30 years ago, at the height of the Second War. The Battle of Blackrock Mountain. History books say we won the battle. All I remember is loss.
Your father, Taralius, was squire to Anduin Lothar, our leader.
Our brother.
Taralian seemed invincible. His shield, his resolve, never wavered. Until... his light failed.
No, it didn't fail. It turned into something else.
Lothar's death broke something deep within Taralian. Something, lad, that's never really healed.
Hello. I had no idea. I didn't realize what my father went through. I think I'd like to fix this shield and return it to him.
That is an excellent idea.
It'd take a hand's worth of these hill dwarves to bring one from the Airy down.
Thank you for all your help. It's strange to hold what remains my father's shield and know that prior to that day he was such a defender of others. I feel I've only ever seen his aggressive side. I realize he means well, but I don't think... That is not the path for me. Regardless, let's return to Silvermoon and get these fragments we've gathered into a worthy forge.
If I repair the shield, maybe it can remind my father of the kind of paladin he wanted to be.
Well, I hope you know what you're doing.
I could just set him off.
Please, join me at the forge. I'll need your help with the shield.
We will accomplish much together.
My friend!
I'll pull Taralian away from his duties. They're not an easy feat by any means. It will give Eretor time to finish reforging his father's shield. He could use your assistance.
What do you want? Is there anything else? Let's do this! I'll hammer, you control the heat. Add some worm dust to make it more powerful. It's too hot. Pour some water on the shield to cool it. I need another steel ingot. Add a phoenix feather to increase the heat.
My son. Eretor, I was hoping to... that we could...
Father, I know you'd never willingly hurt me, but in that moment, you lost control.
Could you ever forgive me?
I think it's time you forgave yourself. I know what happened the day Lothar fell. The guilt, the rage you've carried all these years. It's time to let it go.
My shield? How did you...
Take it up again. Be the Paladin you were born to be.
I can't. That part of me died with Lothar.
But not all of you. Don't give up hope, Father.
My son, some things can't ever be redeemed.
Okay, I'll take the shield. Nobody wants to roll need on it.
Why do you still have the shield? Didn't you give it to your father?
Hello. Okay, I did. He said some things can't ever be redeemed, and refused it.
That's disappointing. I had hoped for a different reaction.
So did I. But a wise man once told me, I can't change anything but how I feel. So I'm going to focus on that. My father may not be ready to change, but I am.
Erator. Light be praised. Perhaps this all happened for a reason.
I just need to figure out what to do with this shield.
Equip it
I could use a
and
hot
respec.
meal and a drink while you ponder. Come with us, lad. You too, champion.
I must return to the Sunwell. The vanguard needs my counsel.
That did not go as I hoped, to say the least. I hoped he would be able to see, to accept that he could still change, but it doesn't look like he's open to that, at least not now. After we defeat him in the raid, then he will be. Well then. The Arcantina. I heard about the Arcantina. There's a place that we used during the Second War when we missed our homes and needed to remember Azeroth, something of a retreat and sanctuary for those who've seen too much fighting and too much pain. Over time, we brought friends and allies there. In recent years, members of the Horde have been invited as well. We call it the Arcantina.
Honestly, Erator, we've wanted to show you the place for some time. Glad to finally get the chance.
Where is this place? It doesn't appear to be in Azeroth.
Khadgar introduced us. It's in some wizardy, hocus-pocus, dimensional, what's the thing? Hot food, cold drinks, magical access.
Champion, could you get us the first round? Put it on my tab.
Take a look around. Horde, Alliance. This place is a refuge for those who've had enough of war.
Finest wares in Cold Terrace right here. Travel safely now.
Flynn's here.
Ahoy!
Ahoy!
Watch your back out there.
Emberthal's here. I don't know if we know anybody else.
Good day to you.
How about you buy all my junk? Because my bags are getting really full of junk. Oh, relinquished Scarlet Charger. Ooh, that could be fun to ride around on. Maybe we'll check that out. I wonder if it's just a ground mount or if it flies. Whoops. That is an upgrade. The boots are an upgrade. Those were gloves.
Have a good one.
What am I doing with the cheese board? Buy a round.
Looking for something specific?
Okay.
See you around. What can I do for you? Safe travels.
Yeah? We're done.
Okay.
I supply only the finest goods. See you later.
So I said, if that's my griffin, who's sitting on the egg?
What are you going to do?
What do you want? Well, I've been giving it some thought. I'd like to hang it on the wall here, as a reminder. We can all break, but we can put ourselves back together and emerge stronger for it.
Bah! Terrible idea! Worst I've ever heard! To have a fine piece of equipment like that, well made, well repaired, languish on the wall until it rusts? Oh, that's shameful!
He has a point, lad. A good shield like that yearns to protect a soldier, so they can protect others.
But it's not my shield.
Your father refused the legacy. It's yours if you want it.
It does feel right.
See, he's gonna respec into protection.
Fowl told me that the Silver Hand was meant to protect the defenseless, during war as well as peace. Maybe I can help to demonstrate that service to others, as Desco has. This reforged shield can be a reminder to me as I protect Azeroth. Thank you. All of you. I won't let you down. Yeah? What do you want?
This has been a journey. I've learned a lot from Alonzus and the Sons of Lothar, and perhaps most of all, what kind of paladin my father used to be and what sort I'll be from now on.
Okay then.
The light takes many forms, but I know now what it means to me and how I want to wield it. I'm not just a weapon like my father, nor can I devote myself purely to service like Desco. But I can protect people from the evil that threatens them. Right now, that's Xalatath and her devouring host. We should return to Lorthamar and do whatever is needed to defeat the Void. Beyond that, I shall see where protecting others with the light takes me.
Thank you for helping me, champion. I think that our presence has been missed in Silvermoon.
Possibly. Denath has a side quest?
Stay here for a bit. The Arcantina needs our protection. Or at least I need another round.
There we go. Yep. Alright. For now, let's head back to Silvermoon. I'm hoping this gets us there? Yes, maybe, possibly? That's pretty cool.
I've received reports from the Sunwell that Foul's plan has worked. The defenders hold back the Void Storm another day. I proudly serve as Zaladath's attacks grow stronger.
What? That was an entropic wave. We felt them just before Zaladath launched her assault on the Sunwell. Champion, you move faster than my best messengers. I need you to check on the vanguard commanders and see if their defenses will hold against this latest assault by Zaladath's devouring host.
Champion, you must get to the vanguard leaders. The Sunwell is straining against Zaladath's assault.
Alright, we're gonna do that. And I'm thinking maybe that will lead us into the Void Storm? Yeah. I feel like this must be leading us into the Void Storm zone. I thought we were gonna follow Erator's journey there, but we didn't. And so we're going to take a break right here, kind of on a cliffhanger, and next time we will follow up with the Vanguard, and we'll see what comes next. I'm definitely enjoying this stuff a little bit more than I did the Herondar stuff. It's more central to the lore of Azeroth and more central to just Warcraft itself. And yeah, it seems like it's going to be pretty good. Thank you guys for joining me. I really do appreciate all of the continued support on this series. It really does mean the world to me. So take care of yourselves out there, and take care of each other, and we will see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.